Hello, everyone, and welcome to a wonderful semester of general chemistry. So this semester, we're going to be taking a look at a lot more different types of materials than we looked at last semester. So last semester, most of our focus was spent on the structure and form of individual molecules and looking at molecules and their behavior in the gas phase with a little bit of solution phase properties. This semester, we're going to be spending a lot more time talking about the behavior of bulk systems. So we're going to be looking at a lot of condensed phases. We're going to be looking at a lot of favorability of reactions, and we're going to be looking at a lot of what happens in chemical solutions. So we're going to be taking our basics from last semester and really putting them on the road. So one of the biggest things is most of the molecules we're looking at don't exist in these vacuums or individual states that we saw last time. Instead, what they tend to do is attract each other and to form much larger complexes. You almost never see water as water. What makes water so special is that it assembles into these groups because every water molecule can bond to 4 other water molecules. So if you're trying to find the behavior of water, it isn't actually found so much as the individual molecule as these groups of molecules. And when you start adding these together in large numbers in close proximity, you're either going to form a well-ordered solid or a much more flexible liquid. And this is really what we're going to be looking at, is these solids and liquid behaviors and a little bit of aqueous reactions when I throw something else, a solute, into my liquid. But collectively, solids and liquids are known as condensed phases. And one of the reasons why we use this terminology is gases tend to be very widely dispersed. They're very compressible. They can move. They're in constant dynamic motion. Solids and liquids, everybody is in constant contact, and they're collectively occupying a small space. Solids will have a more rigid set of contacts, and liquids are going to be much more flexible in these interactions, which leads us to really going to be the big themes of this chapter. We're going to be specifically looking at the interactions in between molecules and atoms to try and figure out how they will form a liquid or a solid, and what sort of form these liquids or solids may take. We're also going to be spending a lot of time on how these interactions control the behavior of a chemical system. So things like how readily will a solid melt, how readily will a gas evaporate, as well as how well will things mix, how what sort of surface tension and other properties that we might see from these condensed phases. So next time, we're going to start evaluating the behavior of our systems by looking more specifically at the types of intermolecular forces that will start holding systems together. Until then, take care.